Everyone dreams of a better future, a life of success, freedom, and respect. But here's the truth. Your future is not decided by luck, by talent, or by chance. Your future is decided by your habits. Your habits are the invisible architects.
How does one convince themselves that what they're doing and working on is worth it?
The question of worth it is reliant on an outcome. We don't make these things for an outcome. It's not the mindset to make something great. The outcome happens. You're making the best thing you can make. It's a devotional practice. Whatever happens after that happens. And that part that happens after it is completely out of your control. Putting any energy into that part that's out of your control is a waste of time. All it does is undermine your work. Your work is to make the best thing you can. So any thought you have about outcome undermines the whole thing.
Get better in life. The grind's forever. There is no end. There is no countdown. As long as you're breathing, you gotta keep trying to get better. Stay hard.
Of your destiny. They shape who you are becoming, day after day, choice after choice. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your habits. Think about it. Your dreams might be huge, your vision might be clear, but if your daily actions don't align with it, nothing changes. Your future isn't built in one day. It's built every day, brick by brick, habit by habit. Small habits are powerful. They seem harmless, but they compound silently. Every positive habit adds up to growth. Every negative habit adds up to regret. The person you will be 5 years from now is hidden inside the habits you live today.
Shit that I've done or the bad mistakes that I've made, they've taught me. You know, you learn. Like, that's why failure is so important. Like, failing and fucking up and making mistakes, it's very important. That's how you learn.
Start to armor your mind, because the mind's like, okay, we suffer every day. It's what we do. We do stuff that sucks every day, so then when the suck stuff comes, you're ready for it.
Don't follow what most people do because you don't want the results that most people get. The average person is obese, likely to be divorced, and has less than 1K in the bank. It feels safe to do what everyone else is doing, but it's actually a terrible decision.
Your habits decide your health. Your habits decide your wealth. Your habits decide your focus, your discipline, your relationships, your mindset. In short, your habits decide your life. Bad habits don't show their damage immediately. They trick you. They feel comfortable, harmless, fun. But over time, they rot your potential from the inside. Skipping one workout, wasting 1 hour, breaking one promise, it adds up.
Bad enough. If you want something bad enough, you can't let anybody tell you you can't do something. I'll repeat that. If you want something bad enough, you can't let anybody tell you you can't do something, not even yourself.
We're sorry. We didn't know it was daytime. There aren't any windows in the arcade.
Excuses! Excuses! How am I supposed to trust you when all you give me are excuses? When are you two gonna learn that your actions have consequences? Consequences that affect other people, like me!
Good habits don't reward you immediately either. They feel boring, difficult, painful. But over time, they build your foundation. 1 page read, 1 hour of work, 1 disciplined choice, it adds up. The difference between failure and success isn't one giant decision. It's thousands of small daily decisions stacked together. Your habits are either your best ally or your worst enemy. Here's the truth. Your future self is being built right now. Every time you wake up early, every time you focus instead of scrolling, every time you choose discipline over distraction, you are investing in your future. But every time you procrastinate, every time you choose comfort over effort, every time you break discipline, you are stealing from your future self. Ask yourself, are you building a future you'll be proud of or one you'll regret?
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. Will that make you good? You're not good. You just know how to hide. Me, I don't have that part. Me, I always tell the truth. Even when I lie.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Habits are more powerful than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but habits stay. Habits don't ask how you feel. Habits don't wait for the right mood. Habits take control when willpower is gone. The people you admire, the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the leaders, they are not superhuman. They just built powerful habits and repeated them until they became unstoppable.
And I don't think enough people understand and appreciate that you must actually take real, hard, tangible steps towards changing if you want to actually get the change that you want.
One thing I did wrong in my life was I tried for so many years to please people. And I did it at the expense of myself. I was leaving a lot in the tank. And when you do that, you stop living.
A bad week ain't gonna last. A bad month ain't gonna last. It's just, as long as you're working on yourself and you're trying to better yourself in those moments, it's okay to not be okay, to be okay.
Your habits are your autopilot. They control your direction even when you're not paying attention. That's why changing your habits changes your entire life. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to start small. Replace one toxic habit with one powerful one. Then repeat. Consistency will transform you. Because success doesn't happen by accident. Success is a habit. Discipline is a habit. Focus is a habit. Growth is a habit. If you want to predict your future, don't look at your dreams, look at your habits. Your dreams are your wish list. Your habits are your reality.
How good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
Nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing
is if you show up in a crowd and your goal is to fit in, then you're putting your self-worth on the line. But if you show up and your goal is just to be yourself, then you can't fail, and your self-worth is, at the end of the day, is if you just act like yourself. Everybody can do that, and then you leave feeling good about yourself because you have control over that. But if you're showing up and you're just doing and being anything just to be fit into the crowd, and you don't fit in and you're not even being yourself, then you're worthless. So it's a lot easier to just show up and make the goal to be seen rather than to be accepted, because that's who you are and it's in your control.
The future version of you, stronger, smarter, richer, more respected, is waiting. But that version will only exist if your habits create it. So choose wisely.
I have setbacks, I know, but if I'm feeling bad, that doesn't mean I'm doing bad. That doesn't mean I am bad. That doesn't mean that I can't still take some action. Because yeah, nothing changes and nothing changes, man.
Because your habits today decide whether your future is a story of greatness or a story of regret. Build habits that serve you. Break habits that destroy you. And remember, in the end, your future is not written by fate. It's written by your habits.
We're gonna have successes, we're gonna have failures. We're gonna have good nights, we're gonna have bad nights. We're gonna have good relationships, we're gonna have bad relationships. We're gonna have good ideas and bad ideas. We're gonna make money, we're gonna lose money. All these things are gonna happen.